I know we've given you information about today's presentation in advance, so we're ready to jump right in and listen to your presentation, and then we'll ask you questions.
Well, okay. My organization, I have for the last 10 years, have been trying to help incarcerated individuals that have been locked up and getting back into society. And I've worked for the last 15 years with Dismas House on a volunteer basis. And what I'm trying to do is trying to get these gentlemen jobs, good paying jobs, so they don't have to go back into the system again. And I'm not talking about McDonald's or nothing like that. I'm talking about what you're making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. And when they come out, make sure they got their ID, register to vote if they can vote. If they can't vote, we try to get them to vote. That's important. Try to get them clothing, because most of the time they don't have any clothing or anything. And you can't go out into society looking any way. So you have to be ready to look the part, because nobody's going to hire you. And we try to teach them how to manage money, how to get their credit back together. Because if you ain't got no credit, you can't go nowhere. You got to get that credit score right and know how to manage money. You know, once you get money, you don't go and spend it all in one place. You got to go and use a little here and a little there. Use no more than 30% of your income on your bills. And that's what I try to teach people, how to manage their credit. And once you manage your credit, you've been on a job for a while, then these individuals can go out and try to buy a home, because most of the people won't rent to them anyway. It's something that when they see they've been incarcerated, they don't want to rent to them. And so sometimes you have to get your own. You know. So that's what I want to do with the prisoners thing. And also this summer, and that is to go inside with Metro Action. When they run out of air conditioners, I want to come in behind them and get the elderly and disabled who don't have air conditioners, you know, and put those air conditioners in for them. And if any of these elderly or disabled people are in communities that are being gentrified, and they got these codes coming up on them that can somehow get them put out of their place to live, then I want to come in and fix these codes. Normally they're minor codes, and they're normally outside codes that people can see, which is trash, gutters, minor roof problems, anything that you tap a code violation to, that is usually what's done. So if we can go in and fix those things, then these elderly people won't have to leave, won't have to move, or be forced to move, because they can't pay the codes and all that, the code fixing and all that. So I think that's one of the things that I would like to do. And another thing is to go in and educate the parents. Try to get them educated. Try to get them back in school, or high school graduation. Just get them to that level, and then take it to the next level the next time. Because if you can't, you got to start with the parents. If you can't get the parents educated, how can you get the children educated? You know, they can't push the children to succeed when they haven't succeeded. So that's what we need to do. We need to get back in there, and whatever you got to do, get the parents educated, try to get them educated, and get them back into, and try to get them to where they can push their children. And then maybe to spray it to the next generation, you never know. And let's see, I didn't, okay. Another thing is home foreclosures. Got a lot of people, poor people, getting their homes foreclosed on, or back when the market broke. We need to tell people where their resources are, so they can not get their homes foreclosed. There's a lot of things out there. If you know the system, you can tell the people what they can do instead of just walking away from their home. You can save your home and the home you've been in 25 years. Instead of walking away from it, see what your resources are. Educate the people what their resources are. You may not have to move, you know. So, and that is important. And so I'm about educating people financially and educating them about progressing, you know, and taking care of the elderly is very important to me. I know I got a lot more, but that's basically what I'm about.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to know more about your foundation, Tomorrow's Hope Foundation, because I was not familiar
It's
with
very new,
it. So
very
is
new.
it a new
organization.
organization, or are you a soldier on the front lines of
On the front
change?
line. I am on the front line. I am the one on the front line.
Okay. So when you say new, as in?
I'm talking about 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
About a year and 6 months federally, you know, registered.
And how many people do you work with at one time?
No more than 3, unless I need a crew of people to help me do something.
What's your annual operating budget?
Well, last year, on this income thing, it's gonna be 65,000. That's my budget for this year. That's what the income tax is showing.
And what have been your funding streams for that?
What's that?
Your funding streams, is it private donations?
Private
or
donations,
churches or whatever?
I've got money from churches, private donations, a lot of my money, and being able, from the internet, being able to go on the internet and sell items to make profit. A lot of my income comes from.
How do people who have those codes violations? How many of those people have you come across, and how do you get in contact with them?
Word of mouth, or just driving around. And you can sometimes see elderly people out there, and you can just talk to them and ask them things. And they'll tell you they can't afford to get it fixed. Or sometimes you can go downtown and see who's got a code violation down there.
Is there a particular community or neighborhood where you focus your attention? Or you serve the entire county?
The entire county, but I focused on Germantown the past few years, because that was being heavily gentrified.
Okay.
And then I'm based mostly in Edge Hill, because I did real estate there for many years.
It's good.
Okay.
Good. We appreciate you coming in
Thank you
today.
very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to me.